Kind of a sick sense of fun then, or what?
I wouldn't call that fun.
I would. That fits. That's perfect. What we got to do. Yeah, I want to see if you can get that machine to climb all the way up there. That's perfect. He's got the sledge bucket on the ASV. Hey, that's perfect. That's the perfect bucket.
I don't know if it's connected to it though.
What? Okay, bring it out once. That fits. That's perfect. What we got to do. Nah. Yeah, okay, lift it up once. I'll check underneath.
What's that?
Lift it up. I'll check underneath. Okay, hold up. Okay, don't tip it or nothing. No. Hold up. No. Let me, yeah, like, I gotta clean it up a little bit. Run it once, just run it once. She's cold, the hydraulics are cold. That's all the way down. That's all the way down. Pull it back up. So this one, you'll watch them, they'll go out. So that's all that holds the buckets on if you guys haven't, if you're not familiar with heavy equipment. Okay, don't do nothing. I'll stick my nose pickers in here. So that's all that holds the stuff together on any of them. Hopefully it'll fit. This would be the perfect bucket. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Give her a little test tap. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeehaw. So this looks like that's the sidewalk and they haven't come through. So we're not allowed to cross the grass. But what I'm thinking is if we can jump up on that sidewalk, we could plow that whole sidewalk down to that pile right there, and then I can flip that up and over and get it back put on the pile where it belongs, and then we could stack that pile up a little better. I think this is the sidewalk. Yeah, that's the sidewalk. I'm gonna guess the sidewalk guys are gonna come back then after we get that cleared out so that they can finish off the sidewalk. If they don't, then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get something to clear that off and test it. I've always wanted to clear the sidewalks out here for some reason. They do it with a four-wheeler, but they got so many miles. I thought it'd just be fun to come out here on a sunny day after we're all done with our regular stuff.
Yeah.
Is that kind of a sick sense of fun then, or what?
I wouldn't call that fun.
I would. Okay, we got to go down to the other end. That pile over there has same problem.
Same thing? Okay.
I don't think we pushed it over on the sidewalk, but what we did is we blocked the entire entrance.
Oh, yeah, because that one, it's like a 90 right there, and the sidewalk's right here.
And I drove by, and there was just this massive pile of
all
snow.
All the way across there? Yeah.
Nobody's getting in it. And some young gal was walking through the snow traipsing down here. So I think we got some time because the COVID, or the sidewalk guys have COVID.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So they're not out here doing this. But all right, we'll go down to the other end and we'll start clearing that out. You guys, we're at one of my old accounts. I no longer plow this, but I did maintain this account for about 10 years. And I want to jump in here because when I was in that back, when I was talking about cars skinnying by and not watching out for you, this is where we learned one of our hardest lessons, and it happened right up here. So if you see right in front of me where all these cars are, we used to take a skid loader in here and we'd back drag everything in out to the street, and then the trucks would take the snow and bring it down to the end. And if you see where these white cars are parked right in a row, let me just kind of pull in here. What we would find vehicles would do out at this neck of the woods is, as we're backing up, moving back and back and back and in a straight line, they would just shoot right in just like this and then come to a dead stop. So that as we're backing up, if we weren't constantly looking behind us like this, we'd back straight in and smack right into them, because we'd have to back drag the snow and drop it into the middle of the street right about here so the cars could pick it up, or the trucks could pick it up and take it down. And that became kind of like a tactic out here. And in fact, we actually nicknamed this account Crackhead Square because it just kept going downhill and downhill. But that's not even the interesting part of this story. We'd been plowing this thing for a long time and got to know the owners, and everything was working out pretty well, or so I thought. And I think that's where things kind of, when you start to rely more on trust and less on black and white contracts and putting things in writing, money can make people funny. Well, what happened is the owners of this entire complex got out of it, and rightfully so. But they didn't tell us this. They sold their portions of this account and bought a resort up in northern Minnesota, and the new owners never told us that they took over. And that was kind of smart on their part, because when the end of the year came and I turned in my invoice, which I had been doing with the other account, just saving everything up, I wanted that big fat check at the end of the year. So I, you know, it was nice to have that end of year big check to go into spring. These guys decided not to pay me. I didn't have a contract with them. I had it with the other owners, who are now long gone. So they have no reason to pay me. I was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Basically, that's the long end of it. I got screwed out of 10 grand on this account. So this is the John Deere 3 Okay, I want you to give it hell on this one. Yeah, I want to see if you can get that machine to climb all the way up there. Like stack, climb, just don't roll it on that side. Because then we got to figure out, you know. But
that doesn't sound fun. Climbing up, it sounds fun. Rolling
yeah,
over,
not as much fun. Okay, one thing that I do want to jump in here, because I kind of forgot to tell you this, because I'm sure more than one of you guys are going to have somebody that doesn't pay you. Whenever you have an account that doesn't pay you like that, 100% of that is tax deductible. Meaning you can take that loss directly against your taxes, so it doesn't have to be a complete and utter washout for you guys. So bring that up to your accountant. Any and all accounts that don't pay you, make sure you deduct out of your year-end taxes. You might as well get something out of it. All right, well, that's it for this video. God bless you guys. Go get them. We'll catch you on another one.